Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Today we'll be doing a video of the 2020 Prius Prime XLE. We'll do an outside walk around, an inside tour, and take it on a drive. Before we get into the rest of this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to Carson Toyota for providing me with this car to review. They're one of the largest dealerships in SoCal and can help you find the Toyota you are looking for. I'll link all their contact information below. Be sure to give it a call if you have any further questions on Toyotas. So powering the Prius Prime plug-in hybrid is that 1.8 liter 4-cylinder hybrid system putting out 121 horsepower. Its MPGe rating is 55 in the city, 53 in the highway, and that's what's super important for you to know. Driving it is the eCVT and electric motor pairing, and I'll talk a little more about the drivability and its drivetrain and how all that stuff works in the driving portion of this review, so stay tuned for that. Given that this is an XLE trim, I'll talk about what exterior features and interior features it has. Going out on the outside, the coolest thing you'll notice is the front of this car is the quad LED headlights, which look super futuristic and remind me of the Acura headlights. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with that. The front has a drastically different look than the regular Prius and pulls more inspiration from the Toyota Mirai. One thing you might be able to see on camera is the textured looking vents in the front bumper, which caught my eye, and I really wonder why they did that. There are actual dynamic grille shutters which operate at highway speeds for optimal fuel efficiency. Looking at the front windshield, you see the radar sensors which help with all the driver assist technology, and most importantly in California, rain sensing wipers, because you'll be sure if someone doesn't tell you it's raining in California, your Prius will. Going on the side, you'll notice just how aerodynamic this car's shape is. Every feature is tailored for this car to slip through the air as easily as possible. You also have those 15-inch alloy wheels, but let's be honest, you don't come to this car expecting 18-inch rims because that's less comfortable and less efficient. Lastly, wrapping up the back is probably the coolest looking headlight design out there on a $30,000 car. I've seen some of these cars at night and they really stand out and look kind of supercar-esque. The most amazing part about this car is the fact that the rear hatch is made entirely from carbon fiber. Like honestly, getting it in a car at this price range is pretty amazing, and it says a lot about Toyota's attention to detail in terms of optimizing the weight of this car. Since this is a plug-in hybrid, you have a gasoline port and a charge port. To open the gas port, all you have to do is hold the button inside the car and it pops open. To open the charging point, all you have to do is smash that like button and then press on the cap and it'll open right up. Stepping inside the car, the XLE has the leather seats and steering wheel, which I highly recommend you at least try out and feel, because the quality of the materials is worth the extra premium. You'll obviously notice the Tesla-esque tablet in the front, but what's important to note is outside of it having Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, is that its own built-in suite is actually pretty feature-rich. Now, just like the Tesla, there is a learning curve, so don't go figuring out where all the buttons are when you're out driving it. There are touch-sensitive buttons on the side for common commands, but all the on-screen controls need practice to really be comfortable when driving. You do have your shifter, which hasn't changed since the last generation Prius, and your drive modes depending on what you want to get out of the car, from power to full EV. But one thing I do want to tell you is the MPGe is great regardless of what mode you are in. So outside of that, let's take this car on a drive to really see what this car can do. All right, so basically getting in the car, one of the first things I noticed was actually turning it on. So it's push button start, you put your foot on the brake, press the button, you're gonna hear a chime. Not that chime, wait for it. So that right there, it has an interesting animation on the screen here. So you have to, you know, bypass that alert and you go straight into the maps. But I don't know, it's cool at first, that thing, but I feel like over time you're just gonna kind of just ignore it. I don't know, I just think it's kind of a unique thing to see when you get in a car, and I think over time you'll just probably get used to it and it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's the animation. And it also does it when you turn it off. We'll do that right here. Yeah, so it tells you when to next charge it, which is pretty cool while you're closing it, because that makes the most sense. It's the most critical information. But yeah, let's turn this back up and take it on a drive. So it immediately kicked on the engine because the battery is really low. And our goal right now is to charge it up so we can experience what it's like to be on full electric or full EV.
key things off the bat is the horsepower, how much power this thing puts out and what it feels like to drive. You got 121 horsepower, like I said earlier. The coolest thing here is that you can go 25 miles on pure electric with a full battery, of course. Now, because it's plug-in, you got a bigger battery, it's more focused on that electric drive portion. It can even take you up to 84 miles per hour. It'll actually accelerate all the way up to that speed on pure electric, with obviously the battery being in the right condition. With that, you give up some trunk space, and that's the drawback there. Other than that, you get this whole new design, and I think this trim specifically is really well equipped. It's priced around $31,000, and I mean it's really well refined. Toyota's nailed this technology down, and now I think they're really just refining it, and they're perfecting it, they're chiseling it down. The quality of these materials are amazing. I think for a commuter car, the seats, man, they feel great. And you got your soft touch materials all around. It feels very, very easy to drive. In terms of comfort, man, I really feel like I'm in a luxury vehicle. Yes, the road noise isn't the quietest out there, but that is harder to do with electric cars. You do hear less. It's just without the engine, that's really kind of that white noise that's just filling in space. You have to come up with more innovative ways to add sound deadening, and sound deadening is heavy. So given the soft ride, the supple ride, and how quiet it is, I am impressed. So your three modes are EV, your hybrid EV, this is not available low battery, and then your drive modes you can go between power, which will really give you the full beans. So I'm fully on it right now, and it's accelerating pretty quickly. It's got that red accent on your display at the top, and it shows you're in the most aggressive setting, and it won't hold back. I mean, yes, 121 horsepower isn't the most, but it'll get you up to speed on the freeway. So key here is MPGe, and I mean right now on this trip, instantaneously during my drive, I'm getting 45, and I'm in power mode. It's getting me 45 miles per gallon. Let's go to EV Auto. So it does say it's low battery, but let's look at how that average actually goes up. Yeah, okay, there you go. It has shot up. So just me driving normally, not being on power mode, I have now started to average 47 miles per gallon. So that's 2 MP. Oh, 49. Okay, snap. It's really going up real fast, and I think there's your proof right there that it will really start saving you that gas. 52 is what it's rated to in average, and it delivers. People swear by it. People get a lot more. And at the end of the day, it's up to your right foot to get that MPGe. Whoa! I didn't even get on it. What the heck? Am I in power still? This is my drive mode. Oh, I was in power. Oh my god, I was in power this entire time, and I was getting 50 miles per gallon. But off the line, it just completely shot off. Okay, shot off is an overstatement. It gets off quick. It tapers off pretty easily just because your engine can't take you much further past that electric battery. So now I'm in eco mode. Let's see how high we could take this MPGe rating. It's the game you gotta play when you're in the Prius, right? I'm cruising, going to the speed limit, and let's see how this average starts to move. I should have known that earlier, because once it goes off power into eco, your display starts having that blue accent. Yeah, so overall, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the car. I think there's so many features within this infotainment display, as well as all the hybrid options in terms of your drive modes. Go out and test drive one, see how you like it. It does drive like a Prius, so if you're used to it, this feels right at home, and if you're not, you'll learn all the fun of driving a Prius. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what cars you guys want to see. Comment them down below. Like, comment, whatever else you guys want to say. Any questions about this car, I'll put Carson Toyota's information in the description below if you guys want to reach out to them specifically in regards to pricing, options, and different trim levels they have in stock. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.